Hi everyone, Max here. This is a tribute to my moronic, idiotic, loathsome brother, John, who I've owed this tribute to for 2 weeks. He actually offered me a reprieve if I would beat Gotti, but I lost, as usual, and so here it goes. After I lost to John, I wrote him a long email detailing just how shitty my pile of shit team was, and he told me that if I did lose to Gotti, then I would have to read it. So here it goes. I will be looking off to the side to my sheets of stats just to show you how bad things are, so please bear with the nonsense. At the beginning of the season, I probably would not even have guessed that the ultimate goal of my season would be to win the Reese's Cup, because even if I had tried on purpose, I don't think I could have been this bad. From personnel decisions to trade decisions to falling asleep and not waking up in time to set my lineup decisions, everything has gone absolutely wrong. I've done pretty well in this league in terms of setting lots of records, however. I have lost the most weeks in a row with 9, set most single-season losses with 11. I've been my opponents have outscored their projection at least 7 of the weeks that I've lost. 5 of those weeks, they've set their top scoring marks, at least at that point. Louis, in fact, scored 200. I didn't even get 100, so he actually set the league record for biggest blowout, which I thought John had and was laughing at him for. But now the joke is on me. I've been on the blowout board 4 times, so I don't know if anyone's been on the board that many times. And I've owed 6 tributes and actually asked for a big, giant 0. No one has had to do me a tribute at all this entire season. So this has been really, really spectacular. I'm going to break it down by the numbers. So we'll see if next week is the week that harbors change, but probably not, because I did play Allison before, and she's literally the only person who I could theoretically beat, and I still only put up 78. So that's probably not going to work out. Overall in the season, my team scored 88% of its projected points. Now, we all know projected points is just it's part of the computer, but it's a useful rubric just to measure how awful this team is. So when I say 88%, what I really mean is my team, on average, scores 12% less than the anywhere between 115 and 125 that it's supposed to get every week. That number in itself is terrible. So by position, we'll break it down even further. Quarterback, of 26 opportunities this 13-week season has provided to get at least to hit the projection, I'm 11 for 26. And really, until most recently, Eli's 5 picks, thank you, and the dud against Jacksonville, how the hell is that even possible? And Colin Kaepernick's 2 points versus Seattle. I might as well not have started anybody. They've been doing pretty good. So I would say 98% has been on par. So Romo and Manning have done adequate up to this point. Wide receiver, it's a little bit worse. 14 for 39 possible tries. So that also includes the Jordy Nelson 5 for 6 before I traded him to Wolf, and he's subsequently done pretty good too. In terms of percentage, I usually get 9% on average less. And that's only really because the last couple of weeks Alshon Jeffrey has performed pretty well. Tight end, which is utterly embarrassing, is 3 for 13. Aside from one good week from Jordan Cameron, who is literally the biggest pile of crap in the world. He sucks so bad. Cleveland sucks, and so does Jordan Cameron. On average, I get 62.5% of what I'm supposed to get from my tight end. That means every week I get 38% less than what I'm supposed to get from my tight end. And that's 9 points on average. Running back is really the true test, because I should have traded Shady when he was sucking. The way Morty continued to urge me, and of course I didn't listen. I'm 8 for 26. That's almost impossible to achieve with the number 1 running back in the league, or at least the number 1 pick anyways, and Giovanni Bernard, who's been absolutely terrible. 8 for 26. For a whopping only meeting 76% of their projected points. So 24% less than what I'm supposed to get every week. There's no way to win. Just none. The flex spot has been really good recently because of Keenan Allen. Before Keenan Allen's last 2 weeks, I was 4 for 11. Now I'm 6 for 13. And the percentage is up to 92% of projected. Before the last 2 weeks, however, it was 73%. So I'm still getting 8% less, and really somewhere between 20% less than projected overall in that spot. Defense has been the only real bright spot, 5 for 13, not very good, but when they do score, they get their points. So actually that's the only bright spot on the team is 102%. So 2% I get on average a little bit more. So 8 points instead of 7. And kicker, I don't know how I can continually screw up picking kicker every single week, but my kicker is a whopping 4 for 13 and only meets 80% of his projected. So he's only really projected supposed to get 8 to 9 every week, and he's still getting 20% less, which is astounding, really astounding, how to miss that many weeks. So lots and lots and lots of bad luck and bad decisions have really compounded my pile of shit. Absolutely crappy team. And that's all there is to it. Thanks. This is your tribute, John. You fruitcake.